One more play from the squad. Rodney plays relentless defense in the paint. John snags the board and quickly gets it to Danny, who finds Brian for the clutch green three. Rumor is.
And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into the arena earlier on, looking for a win on the road. And with...
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said...
Thanks, D.A. Two of the hottest teams, Greg, getting together tonight. This is highly anticipated.
And you know what, Kevin? The trick to winning a game like this, force your opponent to play your style of basketball. That could determine who goes home with the W.
I like that. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point. And for the 76ers, Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the 2 guard.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Herter. Corner shot. Simmons pulls it in. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Curry outside. No good that time. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Hunter to the left side wing. Here's Herter. Cans it from downtown.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Inside. Harris kicks to Howard. Passes it to Curry. Simmons dishes to Harris. Simmons passes to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And here's Collins from outside. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And stolen by Hunter. Over Simmons. That shot misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
Back to Collins. Wide open look. That shot off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Harris finds Green. Simmons inside. Capella's there.
And you can tell he wants to improve on the defensive end. Young, great to see him come up with the rejection.
And the 76ers with some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Shake Milton comes in for Curry, and Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And then for Atlanta, Alinari comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Herter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Mark Maz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Williams, he's checked in for John Collins. And that one's good. Maz. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
That's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, it's so tough to do.
Scott kicks to Maz. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. And Tony Snell subbed in for Trae Young. To the inside, here's Thybulle. 4 on the clock. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul. The Hawks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdan Bogdanovic. I mean, wings at his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
76ers trailing. Thibault on the wing. And there's the feed to Harris. And that's good off the glass that time.
Not just a jump shooter. Harris is also comfortable looking to score from these spots, too.
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings. And not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question he's an NBA player.
And that one's good. Maxey.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Williams passes to Snell. Okongwu kicks to Gallinari. No good on the triple. The 76ers lead. Harris outside. And he lays it straight in. Harris has got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Snell. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
One quarter. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Tony Snell. Hunter is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Williams. And it's Herter in at the 2 spot.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Herter drills it from outside. 6 points for him.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And it's Thibault in the corner. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 3 on 3. And stolen by Simmons. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. Here's Thibault. Off target with his 3. Atlanta's shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's the pass to Korkmaz. Howard kicks to Korkmaz. Here's Green. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, an underrated athlete, if you ask me. Green has the leaping ability to do damage inside.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Simmons dishes to Howard. Young against Curry. Pass to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Curry against Young. Curry's shot is off. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris is checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Then for the Hawks, Alinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Huerter.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard is a decent sense for when his guys roll.
Right side, Green. Back to Korkmaz. Howard, the pass to Harris. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, look how Snell dedicates to this selection. Absorbs the foul and still gets the ball.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton's checked in. The Hawks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Maxey passes to Howard. Out left to the wing. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Maxey. And he gets the bucket. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Capella kicks to Young. And now Philadelphia on the break. Lobbed up there for Howard. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
To the middle. Bogdanovich dishes to Capella. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Harris passes to Korkmaz. Milton with it to the paint. Harris kicks to Howard. Shoots a three. Maxey, no good. The Hawks trail by 7. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Capella.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the risk.
Poked away. And here we go. Hawks running again. Snell from outside. What a play. Simply drains it in. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They didn't get more than a one-possession. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Green is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Howard. Then it's Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Young inside. Guarded by Simmons. Young pass to Huerter. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Young with no one around. Offensive rebound. The shot comes out. The 76ers leading. Outside Curry. Pass to Howard. Down low. Outside for Simmons. Now here's Green. He's covered closely. That's good from Harris on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. The Hawks trail by 4.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Young outside. Left side Collins. And the foul called on Danny Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Trae Young. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
To the middle. Philadelphia moving the ball around. On the wing, Green. Harris dishes to Green. Thybulle on the wing. No good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Williams. And they pick up 2. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And the pass to Thybulle. And here's Green outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Now here's Okongwu. 6 points for him. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Atlanta also making some changes here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Here's Milton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Gallinari right side. He feeds it to Williams. He kicks to Snell. Gallinari passes to Okongwu for the tie, and he sinks the layup. Okongwu's now got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Here's Simmons. Oh, what a beautiful play.
Great. How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Bogdanovic passes to Gallinari. And stolen by Harris. Now the 76ers on the break. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Pass to Thybulle. Out to Harris. Back to Thybulle. To the paint. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, we've seen Harris step up as an offensive threat. I mean, the more he looks to score, the better he is.
Williams passes to Gallinari. To the wing on the left. Back to Williams. Pulls up on the elbow. Misses off the left iron.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Maxey. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by 6. Live from Philadelphia. Here one.
We get stops if we don't have it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Lou Williams out there with Young. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Young dishes to Capella. It's deflected. Curry looking around to the inside. Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it on that play like that.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Bogdanovich on the wing. Williams inside. Curry on the wing. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Gallinari outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Nobody near Williams. Tipped away. Philadelphia leading by 8. Passes it to Harris. Now here's Maxey. Capella covering. And Curry has it in the corner. Harris kicks to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Here's Bogdanovich. Rejected by Harris.
He's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with high motor, and he likes to make plays.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Reed, and it's Green in for Korkmaz. Atlanta also making some changes here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Lou Williams. Feeds it to Hunter. Green with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Young against Curry. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the 76ers get it back. Now the pass to Maxey. Back to Harris. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
Howard against Capella. Howard kicks to Green. Harris outside. Harris missing again. The Hawks trail by 9. Young outside. Pass to Collins. It's stolen by Harris. And stolen by Hunter. Here's Huerter. And the layup falls.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
The 76ers leading by 7. The feed to Harris. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Shake Milton comes in for Curry, and it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Huerter. Jacks up a 3. Unable to get that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. On the wing, Milton. Back to Harris. Stolen away. Oh, and here comes Young all alone.
Oh, such a smart defensive player. He knows how to use his reach to alter shots.
Wasted no time on that one. Harris has got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Philadelphia.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tobias Harris.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals it.
And the foul called on Danny Green. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 7 seconds left to play here in the 4th. From deep. No good there.
Well, for Snell, a big reason he's on the court is the...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris...
And I am not happy right now. First, someone stole my bagel out of my 2K toaster, then they covered my car in sticky notes, and now my top plays folder is just cat videos. You know what? I keep a flash drive necklace just for revenge pranks like this once a year. It's time for your not so.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Green in at the 4 spot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the center position. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And as we come down the home stretch, some teams in position for the playoffs. How do you prepare for those young players who haven't been there yet, are wide-eyed and learning as they go?
You know, I'm not sure there's any preparing for it. I mean, they're going to be expected to contribute. You've got to be prepared from the standpoint of knowing your assignments, and because there's so much more information today, that does help. But the reality is they've already given the coaching staff a reason to think they have what it takes to help them make a run.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Capella with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
And here's Young. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Young passes to Collins. Now, here's Capella, guarded by Jordan. Capella kicks to Young. Lock at 6. Here's Hunter. Brooklyn with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And they did a super job of getting those extra opportunities, offensive rebounds, 50-50 balls. Those possessions I felt like were key.
You know, when Irving rises up to take these shots, so smooth in how he gets it done. He always seems to be in control.
Young draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Now, here is Harden. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Hunter with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Hunter no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. It's tipped. Young with the steal. And here's the fast break. Hunter no good.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
That one goes. Just count it. Harden's got 5 now.
And, you know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Young looking it over. Got it. Good job in the low post. Young's got his second bucket.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Harden kicks to Irving. Tries from 16. No good on that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met. But what a great game.
And in that game you mentioned, it was a great game. The reserves played a huge role.
Now Harden after the missed three from Trae Young.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Capella with the bucket. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, Capella's so special. Great strength, good focus, especially when he's being defended like that. That's good work there.
Now is Harden, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Jordan dishes to Green. And Green slams it in.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Hunter with it, guarded by Harris. And he gets it to go.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Harden outside. Pops it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The pass to Hunter. A reverse. And the layup is good. Hunter's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Irving. Down low with 4 seconds on the clock, and Jordan with the layup.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Young, and he banks in the layup. He's got 7.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
And at the end of one, both. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Now, what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Williams. And it's Snell in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Jump ball. So it's Atlanta now. The Hawks leading. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Back to Williams. The Hawks working the ball around. Snell from outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota to start a 3-game homestand with that game. Here's Llewellyn. To the middle, here's Johnson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Williams passes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Uwawu, the pass to Griffin. And stolen by Okongwu. It's stolen by Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Llewellyn. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Claxton. Pass to Llewellyn. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Williams gets the bucket. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Now Bogdanovich, following the three-point attempt by Blake Griffin. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Johnson finds Brown. .153 left to play in the first half. The Hawks leading by 4, and Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul, and the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Atlanta with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Young passes to Capella, and stolen by Jordan. Harden with it, guarded by Hunter. And there's the pass to Harden. Outside Irving. The three. That shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Moves so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Harden against Young. The shake. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Harden.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
Pass to Young. Stolen by Harden. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And on the way from Irving for 3.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
In the corner, Herter with it. And the 3 off target. Nets trail by 4. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Feeds to Jordan. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 6 points for DeAndre Jordan.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
And a close game so far. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Jordan. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1. Got a piece of it. Capella with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Harden. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. For the tie. And the call. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line of Nets, DeAndre Jordan. At the line for 2. Under 6.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Capella. 6 points for him. Young with no one around. No good from outside. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Here's Young. 7 points in the game. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Passes to Irving. Got a piece of it. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Hutter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Kevin Huerter.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Here's Young, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Over Harden. A putback, rebounded by the Nets. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Tony Snell comes in for Young. Luwawu is checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for James Harden. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Claxton. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Williams attacking. Here's Okongwu. Count that one. Okongwu's now got his second basket.
Good unselfishness there by Williams. I mean, he recognized the roller had the nice angle to score.
Johnson kicks to Griffin. Back to Johnson. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And Okongwu slams it in.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Johnson inside. Working on Williams. Pass to Brown. Dishes it to Johnson. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. For the Hawks, Collins checked in for Okongwu. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Tony Snell. And then for Brooklyn, Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and Irving subbed in for Johnson. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Hunter, the pass to Williams. For the tie. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive number.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Here's Hunter, puts the move on. Misses at the rim.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Young inside. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Nets. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Young and Huerter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Irving following the basket by Trae Young. Irving attacking. Count it. And the Nets lead by 1.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Now, here is Young. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Irving for 3. Can't hit that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. And so they choose to intentionally foul. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
That's his second personal foul.
Hawks shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Young outside. The feed to Capella. The 11-footer. Young's shot is off.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
The Hawks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Johnson in for Irvin. Harden the pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, I don't know how many of these he's run, DeAndre Jordan, in the pick and rolls, but boy, is he good at it.
Williams up on top. He's guarded by Johnson. Now Hunter. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Collins. The Hawks again can't hit.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. Griffin finds Harden. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
And he can't make it. 3 for 3.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Trae Young. Johnson dishes to Harden. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 6 in the quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Capella with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Collins, lays it up and banks it in.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Now here's Harden. Over Bogdanovich. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Griffin. Good work defensively by Capella. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for Johnson. Now, here is Young. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in for Okongwu, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Young outside. To the paint. Here's Capella. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Irving against Young. Looking to get back on track here. It's good.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Now, here is Young. Sweet move. Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Griffin. Harden outside. Irving for three. Let's keep it alive. And Atlanta has possession, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Harden outside. Missed.
And it is absolutely remarkable watching Harden draw contact. So effortless, so crafty, and so consistent in putting the defense in a bind.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where they're... And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then it's Green, and it's Howard in at the center filling out the middle. And looking at the Nets, Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, then it's Jordan, and it's Irving in at the two-guard spot. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. There's the pass to Howard. On the wing, Harris. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. When we think of these teams, we think offense. Doris, what kind of game do you anticipate this being?
Well, from a fan's perspective, this is going to be a ton of fun. Fast-paced, high skill level. Now, the coaches who love defense, they may not be happy by the end of the night, but we're going to have a good time.
It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
To the inside. Outside Curry. From the arc. A rebound by the Nets. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And it just seemed to me they wanted it more. I mean, you look at the second chance buckets. Didn't play a whole lot of up and back. I mean, they stayed with each shot, grabbing the rebound, converting when they could.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Right side, Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up, and that one's good, Irving.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Harden surveying the D. Here's Jordan, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Howard finds Simmons. Back to Howard. Outside for Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. He can't hit that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Harden the pass to Green. Harden kicks to Harris. Outside, Green. Back to Harris. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, there's the Nets, a game and a half out.
And right now for the Nets, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
Irving passes to Bryant. Outside Irving. From outside the arc. Griffin kicks to Irving. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Korkmaz. Launches it. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Here's Irving. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Milton. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Milton. And stolen by Irving. Tie game in Brooklyn. After this break, we'll be back at the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Milton. Inside. Here's Scott. Blake Griffin pulls it in. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him. Scott, the pass to Thibault. Back to Scott. Bucket is good. Scott's got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Johnson outside to the middle. Here's Claxton. No good that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Shot clock at 5. It's stolen. It's stolen by Milton. Here's Korkmaz. It's hauled in by Claxton. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Down low, and he jams it with authority.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now the pass to Korkmaz. On the wing, Scott. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Griffin. Now the dish to Brown. Back to Griffin. And stolen by Thibault. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Scott with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Scott. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Scott's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jeff Green is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden has subbed in for Johnson. Curry passes to Howard. .152 left in the first half. Rebounded by the Nets. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got 7 points. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Simmons dishes to Curry. Misses the three. Brooklyn leading by 4. Irving with a clean look. And the Nets, another three.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Simmons passes to Howard. Back to Simmons. Green up on top. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Pass to Green. To the paint. Griffin kicks to Harris. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Simmons. And that one released in time, but no good. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams. And that.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Green, then it's Simmons, and it's Curry in at the shooting guard. Harden outside, inside, and they double up Jordan. Pulls up. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Harris, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
On the wing, Green. The kick out to Irving. Shoots over Curry. Irving can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got 6 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Harden outside. Elbow shot. Count that one. Harden's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Curry. Here's Harris. And it's Irving with the rebound.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
A three-pointer, no good.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Irving. Then for the 76ers, Shake Milton, he's checked in for Green. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz is checked in. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, you're having a tough time trying to tie down DeAndre Jordan. This guy is a powerful force who knows how to convert.
So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Korkmaz passes to Milton. Back to Korkmaz to the inside. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
So for the Nets, Griffin comes in for Jordan. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Johnson. Irving passes to Claxton. Brown dishes to Irving. To the middle. Howard with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Passes it to Maxey. For the lead. Korkmaz, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Harris passes to Griffin. He kicks it to Irving. Back to Griffin. Bible on the wing. For Philadelphia, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And that drops, so they now lead by one. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. So he gets them both. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. The pass to Claxton. Griffin trying to get open. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
17 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's Maxey. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The 76ers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the 76ers making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Johnson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Harden. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown, and it's Harris in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Griffin with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Brown.
And how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Here's Harris. And foul on the and here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. This is still a close game, and he told us guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
And the basket by Harris.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Harden dishes to Green. Green draws the double. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation, when he looks to take over.
Simmons with it. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Curry kicks to Simmons. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. Harden outside. Down low, they kick it out to Green. Here's Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
And it's sent back by Howard. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Tries again. And slam dunk by Harris.
Time and time again, Harris stepping up with plays to help his team. That guy is a gamer.
2 minutes.
And the wide open shot from Green. A miss that time would have put him up.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Harden against Green. Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. He dishes it to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Jordan over Howard. Here's Harden. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And Howard, here we go. The shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. In the corner, Irving with it. And that'll be two. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And Guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Right side Irving, and stolen by Simmons. And now we've got the intentional foul. Griffin with the steal.
And anytime you go cross court, there's some risk involved. Not at all surprised that one was stolen. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Irving from long range. Good! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Oh, no good! And that's an intentional foul. He sinks the clutch free throw.
At this point for Dwight Howard in his career, it's about being efficient. I mean, we know he can grab rebounds, play defense. He's just got to stay aggressive and efficient on the offensive end.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 2. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. This win, such a tremendous...
Enough passing blunders. Let's show some love to our shooters.
He missed. What?
That's all day!
What?
I'm sorry that I've done this to you all.
Keep shooting that. What?
I don't even want to watch these anymore. Come on. Goodness. But hey, whatever life throws at you, just stay on your own feet and stand.
And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home for the Atlanta Hawks. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point guard position.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable. I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Harris outside. And the pass to Simmons. It's stolen by Capella. Collins with it. Now Green defending. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Simmons finds Green. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Young against Simmons. Now, here's Hunter. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. No good from 11 feet. Harris inside, working on Collins.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Young inside. He started by Howard.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And stolen by Hunter. One-on-one here. Collins dishes to Young. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. It's Young on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Capella against Howard. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Pass to Simmons. Milton in the corner. Back to Simmons. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Hunter to the left side wing. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Williams passes to Capella. Gallinari outside. Outside Williams.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Philadelphia has possession. 7-point differential. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Bogdanovich looking around. It's stolen by Milton. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Harris. Yep, it counts.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Atlanta leading by 3. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Snell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Right side, Williams. That's a 2 from Snell. No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Williams. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And here are the 76ers now. They trail by 3. Pass to Korkmaz. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Harris has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Okongwu dishes to Williams. 3-pointers. Snell gets hauled in by the 76ers. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
Shot clock at 2. A nice shot by Harris.
High percentage look for Harris. He becomes more and more efficient offensively.
Now Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Molinari passes to Herter. In the corner, Snell with it. Three-pointer. Scott pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. A look from Harris. Off the left rim and out.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Now, here's Okongwu. Guarded by Harris. A shot by Okongwu. No good. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. The pass to Maxey. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Williams. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Harris. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Young dishes to Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
It's Scott on the wing. Pass to Green. Curry on the wing. Now here's Howard, defended by Young. Passes to Green, and Curry has it in the corner. Outside for Simmons. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. For the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. The 76ers also with the sub. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Scott. Bogdanovich against Curry. Young outside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Capella, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. All sorts of time. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his third basket of the night.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Howard kicks to Milton. But drive by Simmons. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. 3 on 3. And the pass to Collins. Young with the ball. Simmons is there. A nice shot by Young.
For most defenses, Young's jumper is the first thing they have to account for when they play this team.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops, given his strength.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. And here is Hunter. He feeds it to Capella. Rebounded by Howard. The 76ers trail by 3. Milton the pass to Green. Back to Milton. Here's Simmons. The dunk and the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Simmons.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws here for the night. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Young outside. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Atlanta.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got Seth Curry. Green is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Howard. And it's Simmons in at the 1. Now, here's Hunter, guarded by Green. Here's Capella over Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harris. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Back to Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Harris misses.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Passes it to Okongwu. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Korkmaz checked in for Green. And here's the fast break. It's Curry. That time on the assist from Simmons. Curry's got the lead up to 1 now for the 76ers. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. There's the feed to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Simmons passes to Howard. Outside Curry. To the inside. Howard can't hit.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Molinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Young. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. He comes in for Ben Simmons. Herder passes to Okongwu, and the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Pass to Okongwu. Clock at 6. Gallinari wide open. Atlanta again missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The Hawks leading. Bounce pass from Williams. Gallinari outside. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Howard. To the middle. Here's Milton. Howard trying to free himself up. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got his second basket of the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Williams kicks to Gallinari.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Now the pass to Herder. Trying to find Gallinari and gets it to him. And that one drops for him. And the Hawks lead by 1.
So much of his offense is perimeter oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Pass to Howard. Harris outside. And here is Howard. This one for 3. Harris misses.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And Kevin Herder, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others. This is what happens when you put in the work. Tobias Harris is now a knockdown shooter from range.
Herder passes to Okongwu. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Milton. Tries from 7. The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He throw good, Milton. For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herder. And the 76ers also making a change. Reed's checked in. Williams finds Capella. Over to the left wing. Collins passes to Capella. Crafty move. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Off target from 3-point range. Pass to Reed. Here's Milton. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Reedy's checked in for Philadelphia. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
Here's Capella. Young in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark. The 76ers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
There's the pass to Hunter. And stolen by Thibault. Now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. That one good for 2. And now a 4-point 76ers lead.
And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
Capella, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside, Simmons. Inside, it's stolen by Capella. Bogdanovich with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Curry against Young. Back to Capella. Lob pass to Capella.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Thibault kicks to Reed. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Simmons, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Howard comes in for Reed, and Harris subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Young pass to Herter. Dishes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 1. To the left wing. Pass to Harris. Green kicks to Howard. Curry wide open. No good on the 3. Hawks have gone an outstanding 4 or 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Hunter, the pass to Cummings.
Not afraid of the moment. Collins takes pride in making important shots.
Left side, Harris. A shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And he comes up with the deuce.
And you can see the determination in Howard's eyes. He relishes the opportunity to provide big baskets like that one.
Young against Simmons. And Young kicks to Collins. Back to Young. 5 on the clock. Herter passes to Capella. He can't get that one. Excellent D from Howard. The 76ers lead. To the inside. Harris. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
It's amazing that in the 2017 draft, Collins went just 21st overall. That's a steal, folks.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. And so he's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Simmons looking around. Green finds Howard. Out to Harris. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
Atlanta's shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Simmons against Young. Capella, the pass to Young. Hunter with it. Passes it to Herter. It's Young on the wing. Shoots it. Here's Capella, right wing. In the corner, it's Hunter. Up again. Yes!
And they do have a foul to give.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, here's Milton. Back to Harris. And so the quick win by Atlanta in a tight game. One is all right, David. Thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Until then, enjoy the game. Bye.
There below is Bart looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at center. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan, then it's Green, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And the jam by Harden.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands, and I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
Now, here is Young. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Green with the ball. On the wing, Irving. Green passes to Irving. Pass to Harris. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You
know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are. You can win no matter where the venue.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Now, here's Capella. Jordan with the rebound. Harden against Young. Harden scanning the floor. Over Young. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And it just seemed to me they wanted it more. I mean, you look at the second chance buckets, didn't play a whole lot of up and back. I mean, they stayed with each shot, grabbing the rebound, converting when they could.
Irving way outside. Harden dishes to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Here's Herter. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Hunter with it. He's against Green. They get the rebound. Hunter kicks to Capella. Young with no one around. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Young with the ball. And finished off by Collins.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Passes it to Irving. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Molinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Herter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Williams against Irving. Griffin passes to Luwawu, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now here's Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Over Irving. Here's Capella out to the wing. Snell kicks to Bogdanovic. Back to Snell. Takes the 3. Doesn't go for it. The Nets go the other way with it. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
Here's Irving. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the road.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets out in front, up 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Johnson. He's out there with Brown. Luwawu is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Claxton, rebounded by the Hawks.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And contact, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Johnson finds Griffin. Here's Luwawu. The kick out to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before having.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Left side, Harris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Young, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 6. Johnson outside. The pass to Harris. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jordan over Okongwu. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Harden kicks to Harris to the paint. It's good. And the Hawks lead has got back down to 4 with the made basket from Jordan.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
Back to Young. Pass to Herter. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Harden outside. 1:25 left in the second quarter. Stolen by Collins. All alone, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Here's Harden on the wing, defended by Young. Goes up on the wing, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 6 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Young against Harden. Young, good. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young outside. It's good.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Williams against Irving. Claxton with the bucket.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Here's Snell. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Trae Young.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to eat a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period and
in the gym trying to work on my free throw.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation.
Yes, ma'am.
Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1 spot.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Capella, the pass to Young. To the left side wing. Hawks passing it around. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 13 points.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. Dishes it to Harris. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Irving drives in. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Hawks leading by 9, and they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. It's Young on the wing. He kicks to Hunter. Collins up top. Guarded by Harris. From deep three-point range. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Irving against Bogdanovich. Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Young taking his time here. Collins wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Irving passes to Claxton. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That'll put Trae Young on the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. Atlanta also making some changes here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. And Tony Snell subbed in for Hunter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
1:39 left to play in the third. Bounce pass Young. Bogdanovich dishes to Okongwu. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. And the Hawks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Nets trail by 8. Johnson outside. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. While we've got a moment here, the top free throw shooters in the league. Gallinari, 4th.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
That's good from Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Down low, hangs in the air, and there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Williams.
Don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Johnson with it. Okongwu covering, and stolen by Williams. Gallinari attacking. Bogdanovich. Blake Griffin pulls it in. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Luwawu. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Luwawu's got his second bucket. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Brooklyn making some changes. Jeff Green is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kyrie Irving comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and James Harden subbed in for Johnson. 6 to shoot. Williams inside, guarded by Harden.
That's old school veteran move right there. The defender bites on the little fake, and Williams gets a trip to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Williams against Harden, and the shot goes in.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
6 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
A deep three from Irving. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 8-point lead. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Kyrie Irving. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 3 slot. So that's the Nets 5. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Nets trail by 8. And here's Harden. Kicks it to Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Atlanta shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Shots good by Williams.
Quick off the dribble. Gets a step on the nearest defender. Bye-bye, says Williams.
Harden against Williams. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Capella. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
You know, he was born in Switzerland, guys. Clint Capella's had quite the journey to NBA stardom. I mean, started his pro career in France, and he was a late first-round pick in 2014.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Brown. Collins checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Lou Williams. Irving misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
It's stolen by Green. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the foul.
Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. Young inside, guarded by Harden. A nice shot by Young.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
Irving from long range. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
He's got a clear path. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 6.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Makes it off the glass.
Well, that's exactly what you want from Jordan every night, in my opinion.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. So the wing on the left. Here's Herter. He's covered by Irving. Here's Capella. that shot off. Great D that time from Jordan. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Irving passes to Jordan, and Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end, outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. It's stolen by Capella. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Capella. Passes it to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. Puts it up from 7. Some solid defense from Harris. Nets trail by 6. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Now Young. 1:06 left in the fourth. Capella, the pass to Herter. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes good on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Right side, Jordan. It's stolen by Capella. And now we've got the intentional foul. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Blake Griffin in for Jeff Green. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden against Young, and it's Herter, top of the key. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. The pass to Collins. Out left to the wing. Herter sinks the three-pointer.
For 3.
And so the Hawks take the win. This was a thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
We are saddened by the loss of NBA Hall of Famer and legend Elgin Baylor. He was an inspiration for both the sport of basketball and as a social justice pioneer, a transcendent player that changed the game and had the courage to stand up in order to change minds. He is a role model and he will be missed.
"2KMC here with all the details about what's going on in the neighborhood.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for this. We are nearly ready.
Kevin, thanks for...
All right, David, thank you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Irving, and it's Green. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the center filling out the middle. And for the 76ers, they've got Curry. Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Harris passes to Howard. Over Green. No good from Howard. On the wing, Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Pistons. Harris outside. Well, it is a long season. We know that. The All-Star break provides Greg some respite. But how do you keep your body fresh as we're heading down the stretch here?
Kevin, you got to listen to the training staff. I mean, first and foremost, teams are getting more advanced, measuring when players are wearing down and trying to protect them. All the tools are there, but you've got to take advantage. And the other thing is, mentally, you've got to be fresh. It's not just about your body being fresh. So sometimes you need to be able to shut the brain down in terms of the game and get your focus elsewhere.
Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. Just 5 to shoot. Over Harris. Jordan kicks to Green. Irving from long range. That shot off the mark. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
Harris finds Howard. Good D by Jordan.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Harden the pass to Jordan. He dishes it to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden outside. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Irving, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Shake Milton comes in for Curry, and Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons.
Oh! He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Harden scanning the floor. Outside Irving. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in, and a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Griffin finds Brown. Back to Griffin. 6 to shoot. To end the cold streak. Nice D from Scott. The 76ers leading by 6. And slam dunk by Harris.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it on that play like that.
Johnson outside. And there's the pass to Claxton. Here's Luwawu. And again, it's the Nets missing.
When D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The 76ers third.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Brown inside, defended by Thybulle. And here they come. Back to Harris. They get it back. Pass to Maxey. Harris against Griffin. Passes to Maxey. Pass to Thibault. Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Johnson. And another shot. It's deflected. Here's Luwawu. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
But this is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Maxey passes to Thibault. To the middle, Scott. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Harris. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey.
Ben Simmons.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Ben Simmons. That's his first personal foul.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
Simmons looking around. Feeds it to Howard. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Howard with the steal. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with their lead standing at 6 points here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Mike Scott. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Harris dishes to Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Nets. Simmons passes to Howard. Curry looking it over. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Nets trail by 6. Outside Irving. Outside Green. The pass to Jordan. Back to Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Philadelphia leading by 6. On the wing, Green. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Simmons. Almost, but it rolls out. And a wide open look for Irving. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as much as 10.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
5 to shoot. Here's Milton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Harris is checked in. Curry against Harden. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And it's clear that Harden is a high IQ player. I mean, in pick and roll sets, you can see it. His decision making is just extraordinary.
On the wing, Harris fires it up. Pass to Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Harris dishes to Howard. Off on the layup. Nets trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
Maxey's checked in for Seth Curry. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Harris. Changes up. Here's Howard. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
A nice shot by Harris.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Harris outside. Pass to Claxton. Here's Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 6 points for James Harden.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got 8 points.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Harris inside. He has 6. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. One-on-one here. And the wide open shot from Green. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Irving passes to Claxton. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Milton. The 17-footer. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
I like how...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. And as great as James Harden has been, and that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Irving is out there with Harden. And there's Green. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Here's Irving. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets. Philadelphia shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Howard up and in from the low block.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Harden finds Green. Irving from long range. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Outside, Simmons. Banked in off the glass.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Jeff Green on the wing. Nice move. He lays it in. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Incredible concentration from Australia. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through.
Harden outside. To the inside. Here's Claxton. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Now the 76ers on the break. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Claxton the pass to Irving.
I'm open right here.
Down low. Outside, Simmons.
Oh, yes, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Reed is checked in for Philadelphia. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Over Harris. And that one's good. Griffin. And the Nets lead by 1.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yes, a great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Johnson with it, picked up by Harris. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Harris. 4-on-3 break. And that one's good. Korkmaz. And now a 3-point 76ers lead.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
Brown the pass to Claxton. He feeds it to Johnson. And stolen by Simmons.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
To the paint. It's stolen by Brown. And stolen by Simmons. Korkmaz kicks to Harris. And Simmons slams it in.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
After Luwawu. Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Danny Green, he's checked in for Reed. Shake Milton comes in for Korkmaz. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And the Nets making a change here as well. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton.
Never been the biggest scorer per se, but with Jordan's experience and ability, he can still burn you.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
The 76ers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Harden outside. Outside Jordan. Kicks it to Harris. Shoots over Curry, and his first shot of the game, no good. And it's blocked by Brown. They retain possession. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Shake Milton is out there with Green. Then there's Howard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Maxey in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. On the wing, Milton. The pass to Maxey. On the wing, Milton. From outside, off the mark. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
In Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green comes in for Jordan, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. Here's Howard. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. It's a good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
That gives them the lead.
Look at that. Griffin is such an incredible talent. He's made a living off finding ways to score through contact.
On the wing, Green. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Curry. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And it's Howard finishing it off.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
On the wing, Irving. No one near him. Milton grabs the board.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Free throw good, Maxey. And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in, so he gets them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Blake Griffin. Here's Maxey. Inside, here's Howard. He can't get it to go. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Irving. An easy 2 points on the layup.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
Pass to Green. Here's Maxey. Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. And stolen by Harris. Curry is inside. Harris is there. The shot by Curry, no good. A nice shot by Irving.
Well, you know they're going to go to Irving in these spots. He's tremendous at scoring when his team needs a bucket.
On the wing, Green to the inside. Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
Outside Irving. Harden outside. Just 5 on the clock. Irving, a good look. Here's Claxton, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Curry against Irving. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Oh, what a time to turn it over. If this game doesn't go their way, we're going to look back on that.
Simmons on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And then Simmons slams it in.
Becoming more and more of the leader. Simmons has no fear in taking shots in good position.
Irving looking over the floor. Over Milton. Again, Irving missing. For Philadelphia, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Milton kicks to Harris. Back to Milton. With this to Howard. Over Jordan. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And he makes that one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Ben Simmons. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Harden outside. Back to Irving. From deep. Harden trying to get open. Gets the 3 to fall.
Look at how assured Irving is. When the game is on the line, he demands the rock.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they're within reach now, but if they fail to execute, this could be it.
Here's Simmons over Harden. No good.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Simmons drops them both.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan. It falls!
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
On the inbound, and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.